I've always wanted to make a table, so I finally set out to try and create a Kizzo-themed one. My vision for this table included glass, concrete, and epoxy, even though at the time I had never worked with any of those before. But I'm definitely no stranger to figuring things out on the fly, so I figured I'd be able to do it. I made the molds for the concrete out of wood, and I added this border around the side just so it would keep the concrete inside of it. And then I moved on to the concrete. I've never used concrete before, and I definitely made a mess of it. But I eventually got it to work, and I filled up all the molds with the concrete and let those set. I sprayed the outside of the table black just because I thought that would look a little bit nicer, and after a few days the concrete was fully dry. Or so I thought. That'll be important later. I spray painted all the diamonds black, I scuffed them up with some sandpaper, and then broke them into little pieces to kind of give it this industrial distressed vintage look. And the final step was to add the fire glass and the epoxy, which was the most expensive part. There was a lot of glass and a lot of epoxy. So I didn't like the table when it was freshly made, and I still don't like it a year later. It looks way worse now. I guess the concrete wasn't fully dry because all this paint chipped off. So I learned my lesson. It's better to buy a table than to build